Kirovets K-700 tractor is one of the most iconic and recognizable machines to ever come out of the Soviet Union. With its massive frame, powerful engine, and unique articulated steering, it was designed to handle some of the toughest agricultural tasks across the vast landscapes of Russia and beyond. Built for heavy-duty fieldwork, the K-700 was introduced in the early 1960s by the Kirov plant in Leningrad, now known as St. Petersburg. It marked a significant leap in Soviet agricultural technology, and it was immediately clear that this wasn't just any ordinary tractor. It was big, loud, and unapologetically powerful. The K-700 was created to work the huge collective farms that were common across the Soviet Union. These farms needed machines that could work for hours on end, covering wide fields with minimal downtime, and the K-700 delivered just that. It had a four-wheel drive system, enormous tires, and a central pivot point that allowed the front and rear halves of the tractor to twist independently. This articulation gave the K-700 surprising agility for its size, making it easier to maneuver than you might expect. One of the things that set the K-700 apart was its engine. The early models were powered by a V12 diesel engine that could produce around 215 horsepower. That might not sound like a lot by modern standards, but for the time, it was a beast. The raw torque and pulling power meant it could handle massive plows, harrows, and seeders with ease. And because it was built to last, maintenance was simple, with easily accessible parts and rugged construction that could take a beating. The design of the K-700 was purely functional. There was nothing unnecessary, nothing that didn't serve a purpose. The cab was basic, sometimes even Spartan, but it gave the operator good visibility and protection from the elements. In colder climates, which were common in many parts of the Soviet Union, the K-700 could be fitted with heaters to keep things at least bearable inside. And while it wasn't known for luxury, the K-700 earned respect for its reliability. Farmers and operators often talked about how it could keep running even when newer, more advanced machines failed. You could find these tractors running strong even after decades of use. It's not uncommon to see a K-700 still operating today in fields across Russia, Eastern Europe, and even some parts of Asia and the Middle East. Over the years, the Kirovets line expanded to include other models like the K-701, which had more power and some upgrades to comfort and control systems. But the original K-700 remained a favorite for its simplicity and strength. It was used not just in farming, but in forestry, construction, and even military applications. Some were fitted with snowplows, others with cranes or towing equipment. The versatility of the K-700 made it more than just a tractor. It was a platform, a base for all kinds of heavy-duty work. Seeing one in action is something special. The sound of the engine, the way it rumbles across uneven terrain, the way it pulls heavy equipment like it's nothing, it all gives you a sense of the raw mechanical power behind the machine. There's a kind of beauty in its ruggedness, a no-nonsense machine that gets the job done without any fuss. In a way, the K-700 symbolizes a whole era of engineering where practicality and durability were everything. There's a reason why tractor enthusiasts, collectors, and even restoration specialists still search for old K-700s to bring them back to life. Whether it's for nostalgia, admiration of Soviet engineering, or just the need for a tough machine that won't quit, the K-700 still holds a special place in the hearts of many. It's big, it's bold, and it's built like a tank. From the wheat fields of Kazakhstan to the snowy forests of Siberia, the Kirovets K-700 has proven itself time and again. So next time you see one, whether in a field or at a vintage machinery show, take a moment to appreciate what it represents. Not just a piece of machinery, but a true legend of the land.